Running your year-end in Sage Payroll is easy. In this video, we will cover how to complete 2023 and prepare for your payroll year-end, the year-end process from start to finish, enhanced reporting requirements, and starting your 2024 processing. Let's look at preparing for year-end and finalizing your 2023 payroll. 2023 levers. Before completing your final pay period of 2023, you should process any current year levers. This means any leavers with a 2023 leave date should have received their final pay and be processed as a leaver in Sage Payroll. You can mark an employee as a leaver in the Employee tab. Leaver information will be sent to Ross when you'll process their final pay and send your payroll submission. We have now completed 2023 leavers. Let's move on to extra pay periods. If you run a weekly, fortnightly, or 4-weekly payroll, you may have an extra pay period, also known as a week 53. You have an extra pay period if your regular pay date falls on Sunday 31st of December 2023. If your usual pay day is not a Sunday, you do not have a week 53. You should not create an extra pay period if your usual pay date isn't 31st of December. Simply process your payroll as normal, continuing with your usual pay date. We've now completed extra pay periods. We'll now look at advancing pay over year-end. As year-end falls over Christmas and New Year, it's likely that you'll have employees on holiday at this time. Whether you can use the advance pay option or not will depend on when the holiday dates fall. You can use the advance pay option if the advance pay period covers any weeks up to and including week 52. For example, you are processing week 51 and advancing week 52. If you have a week 53, this should be processed separately and should not be included in an advanced holiday payment. You can't advance holiday pay over 2 tax years. For example, you can't process week 52 and advance the pay for week 1. However, if your employees are on holiday over this period and you'd like to pay them early, you can pay each holiday week separately without using the advance pay feature. If you choose to do this and you use PayPath or SAPA payment files, a payment file will be created for each week you've processed separately. Therefore, your employees will receive 2 separate payments, one for each pay period. Now you have learned about advancing holiday pay over year-end, we will move on to finalizing your tax year. Before running your year-end, process your final pay of the tax year and submit this to Ross as usual. In the Pay Runs tab, you can check which pay runs have been completed. The most recent will appear at the top and should be the final pay run of the year. You can check your next pay run in the Summary tab. Once you have completed all pay runs for 2023, you can move on to running and reconciling your reports and the year-end process. We recommend running and reconciling your reports in Sage Payroll before running your year-end. First, we recommend running the Ross liability report, which shows a breakdown of liabilities each pay period. To run this report, click Pay Runs, then click on any pay run within that tax month or quarter, and you'll see the liability report here. The report will run monthly or quarterly depending on your Ross payment frequency. This shows your liabilities for that reporting period and can be reconciled against what you have paid to revenue. You can also reconcile this against the liability totals report, which is accessible via the reporting menu. This report will give you values for each individual pay period, whereas the Ross liability report shows you a cumulative value for the month or quarter. Run the liability totals report for all required pay periods within the tax month or quarter to reconcile your values. We have now completed the payroll year-end preparation checklist. Let's move on to the payroll year-end. From the menu at the top, click Year-End. Before starting your year-end steps, check the drop-down here is showing the correct year. Step 1 of the payroll year-end is to review your employees' pay. The purpose of this step is to check values and make any necessary corrections before the payroll year-end is completed. To get started, choose Review Employee Pay. You'll see a list of all employees paid in this tax year and their gross and net pay to date. To view more detailed information and the option to view their payslip for each pay period, click View Details. Here you will see a breakdown of the gross pay, net pay, and deductions for each pay period. The total values for the year are shown at the bottom. You can export this or return to the list of employees. To return to the previous menu, click Return to Employee List. Once you have checked each employee and you are happy that everyone has been paid correctly in 2023, click Return to Year End. Select the checkbox to confirm this step is complete. Step 2 of the payroll year end is the Employee Details Statement. This report can be given to your employees to reconcile against their official employment details summary provided by Revenue, also known as EDS. To proceed, click Print Employee Statement. The report can be viewed for individuals or for everyone at once. To view the report for an individual, click Employee Details Statement. The report shows the employee year-to-date values. To export or print, choose Export to PDF. To go back, click Return to Employee List. You can export all employees on one report by clicking Export All. To go back, click Return to Year End. Once you have completed both steps 1 and 2 within your Year End tab, you have completed your year end and you're ready to process in 2024. We'll now look at what's new for 2024. First, let's look at the enhanced reporting requirements. From 1st of January 2024, all employers are required to report any categories of non-taxable employee remuneration to Revenue. The employee remuneration includes remote working daily allowance, small benefits exemption, travel and subsistence. New payment types have been added to Sage Payroll so you can comply with the new requirements. Providing the correct payments are used, the ERR submission will be automatically sent to Revenue along with your usual payroll submission when you complete each pay run. Let's look at the enhanced reporting requirement payment types and the automatic ERR submission in Sage Payroll. In the Edit Pay step of your pay run, use the Add Payment dropdown and click Add New Payment. In the Payment Category dropdown, choose Enhanced Reporting Requirements. Next, in the Payment Type dropdown, choose the relevant payment type. Once you are happy with the details entered, click Save. Enter the relevant value here. Once the payment is set up, you can use this for other employees too. Add this to their payroll using the Add Payment drop-down. You can set up multiple enhanced reporting requirement payment types if required. Unlike all other payments in Sage Payroll, the enhanced reporting requirement payment types do not remember the values entered in the subsequent pay run. Therefore, any values you enter here will not appear in the next pay run automatically. Your enhanced reporting requirement payment values should be entered every time you process your payroll. If you exceed the limit of the allowed annual value of an enhanced reporting requirement payment type, a warning will appear here. To continue and move on to the next step of your pay run, click Next. If you have used an enhanced reporting requirement payment type in your pay run, you will see a new report here. To run the report, click the link. To complete your pay run, click Complete Pay Run. A message appears here, confirming that this pay run contains enhanced reporting requirement values. To continue, enter your Revenue Online Services password and click Login. Confirmation of your submissions appear here. You can run the enhanced reporting requirement report again by clicking this link. Legislation for 2024. All changes to cutoff rates, tax credits, USC and PRSI will be automatically applied in the program on retrieval of the RPN from Revenue. In 2024, minimum wage will increase to €12.70 per hour for employees 20 and over. Other bands have increased in accordance with previous years. If required, amend payment rates within the Edit Pay section of payroll to reflect this. The number of sick days will increase to 5 days from 1st of January 2024. If your digital certificate is due to expire, you can renew this with Revenue. For more information, help and guidance, please visit www.revenue.ie and search for Renew Digital Certificate. Please visit our Help Center or revenue.ie to find out more about legislation changes. You have now learned how to prepare for and process your payroll year-end in Sage Payroll.